Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer found setting up this monitor to be surprisingly straightforward when connecting it to their laptop. Out of the box, the image quality even seemed to surpass their laptop's own built-in screen. However, they initially ran into a common issue where the display seemed stuck at a lower refresh rate with washed-out colors. The solution, our reviewer discovered, was not in the standard display settings, but deep within their graphics card's control panel. It involved bypassing the settings that mirror the laptop's own screen limitations and instead selecting a specific PC resolution profile. This allowed the monitor to be driven directly at its native capabilities, instantly fixing the color and refresh rate problems. With that sorted, the full potential of this display was unlocked, delivering a crisp 1080p picture at a smooth 75Hz. This client was particularly impressed with the color accuracy, noting that it performed much better than a typical TN panel, landing somewhere closer to the quality of an IPS screen. While the built-in speakers are functional, they suggest that most users, especially gamers, will likely prefer to use their own headphones or external speakers for a better audio experience. Initially, this client was skeptical about how much of a difference the jump from 60Hz to 75Hz would make, describing it as a subtle improvement. However, after spending time with the higher refresh rate and then returning to their 60Hz laptop screen, the change became undeniable. The old display felt sluggish and choppy in comparison, leading them to conclude that once you get used to a higher refresh rate, it's difficult to go back. It is an upgrade you don't fully appreciate until it's gone, making this monitor a great choice for those with hardware that can take advantage of the smoother gameplay.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with their new monitor. It's been a complete game changer for their workspace and content creation. The primary reason for buying this monitor was to replace their failing laptop screen. Instead of an expensive repair, our reviewer looked for a more affordable alternative, and this monitor proved to be a brilliant decision. It not only saved a significant amount of money, but also provided much more screen space. The first thing that impressed this client was the stunning clarity. The 1080p resolution and 75Hz refresh rate ensure that everything looks incredibly sharp. As a content creator, this level of detail is invaluable for tasks like video editing and graphic design. It's like seeing their work in a whole new light, and they couldn't be happier with the visual quality. Furthermore, this monitor is also fantastic for gaming. With its 1080p resolution and smooth 75Hz refresh rate, it handles even graphically demanding games with ease. The colors are vibrant and the response time is impressive. It's truly transformed the gaming experience, adding a level of immersion that they didn't know they were missing. The inclusion of 2 HDMI ports and a VGA port gives the flexibility to connect multiple devices seamlessly, making it a versatile addition to the setup. Switching between a laptop, gaming console, or another device is a breeze. The built-in speakers, while not studio quality, are surprisingly decent and perfect for casual use, such as watching videos or participating in video calls without the need for external speakers. In conclusion, this monitor has been a monumental upgrade for this client's content creation and gaming setup. It's more than just a screen, it's an investment in productivity, entertainment, and most importantly, saving money. The joy experienced with this monitor is undeniable, and they highly recommend it to anyone looking for a cost-effective and quality display.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer found this monitor to be a worthwhile purchase, especially considering the cost. Replacing an older, failing television that was being used as a display, this client discovered this item online. The setup process was straightforward, and the monitor quickly provided both video and audio for their Raspberry Pi and Xbox Series S, both connected via an HDMI switch. While not considered perfect, this client reports that this monitor adequately fulfills all their essential requirements. Ideally, they would prefer the control buttons to be located on the front, perhaps along the bottom bezel for easier access. Reaching around to the back to adjust settings, even something simple like volume, can be a bit cumbersome. The built-in sound quality isn't stellar, even when using an external speaker. Still, the video quality is acceptable, and the audio is functional, so they don't have major complaints about the lack of premium features on this budget-friendly monitor. One unexpected discovery was the ability to power the monitor on and off using an external switch connected to the power adapter. This proves quite convenient, allowing for an easily accessible power control without having to reach behind the monitor for the official power button. Initially, there was an annoying audio buzz when using the monitor with the Xbox. However, after some troubleshooting, it was traced back to the Xbox's audio settings. The previous TV had Dolby stereo support, which was enabled on the console. Switching to this monitor, which lacks Dolby audio, created a mismatch. Once the problem was identified, adjusting the Xbox's audio output to basic uncompressed stereo resolved the buzzing issue immediately.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you in the next one.